Hello and welcome to this month's Coffee Talk with Nico. We're going to be talking about branding awareness and experience. The customer's opinion starts when they are seeing your posts online, when they're reading your blogs, being served by you and your employees. I thought it would be a good idea to share with you how to create more branding awareness and heighten your customer experience online and in person. Thank you so much for being with us. So let's get going. I love these things. So coffee talks are just so much fun for me, and I hope you enjoy them just because it gives us a really good ability to focus on one particular thing. So anyway, here we go. So I am Nico Fisher. I am the owner and operator of Skywriting by Nico. I am the lead project manager, and I love my job. I'm a social media trainer. I do in-staff training. I'm a co-organizer for Maui Business Brainstormers, a score mentor for Hawaii, co-founder of Maui Social Media School, and a Maui Native Hawaiian Chamber of Commerce board member. I love what I do. So we're going to talk about a few of these things today because all of the things that I just said are part of brand awareness. So we're going to get into the weeds here. So anyway, in today's fast-paced and highly competitive business landscape, brand awareness is not just a buzzword. It is the difference between standing out and blending in, between success and failure. So your branding awareness, it deals with a whole lot of things, but I just put this little piece over here. Starbucks, right? We all know Starbucks. We all know it's great coffee. We all know we have to stand in line when we get there. We all know that they're going to call our name out wrong. But it is part of branding. All of this is brand awareness. I wanted to tell a story about a cab driver in New York City before Uber was around. So I heard this story, gosh, years ago when I sold real estate. So this cab driver, how do you separate yourself from all the other cab drivers, right? New York, there are hundreds of them, probably thousands of them. And what he did was he made sure that his car was clean, that his backseat was clean, that the car smelled good. He had a newspaper for anybody that he, would come into the car. He had bottled water, and he was really a good guy. And what he did was he made sure to give the people that he wanted to work with his business card. So if they were in town, they could call him and he'd run right over and pick them up. So brand awareness is really super important, even if you're amongst 100 people, 1,000 people doing the same thing, you can stand out. And it's really important for you to figure out how to make that happen. So brand awareness leads to trust. So trust, know, like, and trust is a really big deal when you're doing any kind of branding. The more recognition your brand has, the more success your brand or business will be. It's the foundation of acquiring a customer audience and helping them understand and become comfortable with you, your products, and services. And it increases your brand equity. Word of mouth is really what we do here on Maui. It's something that is just, I guess it's everywhere, but really here. So you want to make sure that you are connected with your community because that's a big one. So part of increasing your brand awareness is you could use advertising. So knowing the audience is the key to advertising. If you can niche your audience down for each product or service, advertising will be more successful and on point for you. So the more of who you want to reach by drilling down to the specific audience who needs your products and services. So it is the drilling down part. If you are spending money to get people to buy product or service, join a class, go to a job fair, whatever it is, you have to make sure that you're speaking the right language for that person to hear what you're saying. Another way of brand awareness is content marketing. So I figured that everyone in business is a problem solver. That's what we do. We solve problems all day long. That is what my job is. That is what we do all day. How do we solve problems with our brand? We understand the pain points of our potential customers and what they have. What is a pain point? It's the specific problem that a customer is currently experiencing, one that you can help them solve a problem. It's plain and simple. So for me, one of my clients' problems is time efficiency. How do I do posting and get it all put together and have some kind of theme? And I have a plan for that. I have a program for that. So you know what your clients' problems are, and the way you solve them is with your products and services. Creating content will help your audience get from A to Z through different kinds of problems that they're having. For me, understanding a platform, I'm talking about branding right now. It's something that everyone needs to know about. So this is how I am problem solving right now, doing exactly what I'm doing with you. So you have the ability to do that also, but you just have to figure out who your audience is and what their pain points are. Influencer marketing is really big also. So um, I used to kind of giggle at influencer marketing because it sounded so lame. But if you have products or services, like if you have products like selling jewelry or clothes, um, I would think about influencer marketing to get another audience looking at my stuff. So that's what influencer marketing is and what it does for brand awareness. It can drive more traffic to your website because you're using a whole new audience. When your content gets shared, it helps you earn a number of high quality and authentic backlinks on your website. So basically your content will improve because of the influencer's abilities to reach more people. I think I've experienced influencer marketing at the Made in Maui Festival, and the MC who did all of the, I was going to say slideshows, all of the fashion shows, she was wearing different clothing, different earrings, bags, showing us what was being sold at Made in Maui. So influencer marketing is a really big deal. One of the things I learned from the start of business basically is being a part of events. Events are a great way to increase your brand awareness because events are things you care about, things your client cares about. And it's really important to be out in the public doing what you do. Attending events and meeting other small business people who have like clients is another really great thing. So like clients are, if I'm a realtor, I have lenders, I have roofers, I have carpet people, I have plumbers. So all of these people share the same kind of clients that I do. So if I'm going to events, I want to meet more of those people. I want to be a part of those types of events because it will eventually help my business. The only way to meet more people is to participate and be part of your community. Events, I swear, I think are more important than anything because you are face to face with people, and it really does make a difference. And it helps you hone in on how you speak about your business. So I love that stuff. So public relations is kind of public relations is, in the old terms, it's basically creating press, but you used to only have a few channels. Now you have so many channels of public relations, whether it's online, newspapers, video, YouTube. It's so many things. But the thing I want to talk about is what you want to talk about when you're doing PR. What's important for your business? So I wrote out a couple of things, 3 things basically, that I have done to help my business public relations wise. And I can do this today. So this is my 15th year of business. My PR, I could actually talk more about the 15 years that I've been in business. It's not as important to me at this point in time to do that. I do that on my website, but I'm just giving you an idea of how you can do PR for yourself. Another way that I do it is I volunteer. I volunteer with Maui Business Brainstormers. I volunteer with Maui Native Hawaiian Chamber. I participate in community events. One of the big ones that's coming up is the Sunflower Festival on Earth Day. I'm so excited about that, but I participate. And PR, you can talk about all of those things ahead of time, and you can write blogs, press releases, whatever it is you want to, posts, events on your Facebook page. You can do so many things. Another way that I increased my brand awareness here was I did classes. So you got to think about your products and services and what types of things would be really important to talk about and mean something to people. So that's the goal. That's what you want to talk about. Milestones, you can talk about who you want to volunteer with, and you don't even have to say show a picture of you. You can say, I am volunteering with the Whale Foundation, and this is how the Pacific Whale Foundation, and this is how it's all, the event that's coming up. You are talking about yourself being a part of it, but you're talking about the Pacific Whale Foundation. So it kind of gives you an ability to speak about things and show that you participate. So I love events. That is a big one for me. So if you're doing all of this brand awareness, trying to increase your brand awareness using these different pieces of information that I've just given you, how do you measure? How do you measure that stuff? So the first way to measure brand awareness is to ask your customers questions. How have you heard of us? And they're going to say on Facebook, they're going to say in the newspaper, they're going to say, I read your blog posts or your website. You can also ask, what was the first product or service of yours that they used? And you can ask, what made them purchase that product? These are pieces that are going to be really important for you to know, because how can you do marketing if you don't know why people are using your products and services? So measuring your brand awareness, a great way to do it is with a survey. So I have a survey here. I'm going to pop in the chat box. We'll see if this works for me. Copy and then chat. There we go. Pop it in here. So this is a survey that you could use on SurveyMonkey. So SurveyMonkey allows you to create a free account, and it'll allow you to ask up to 10 questions. And so using that, that's a starter template basically for brand awareness. So that's something you can do today to see how you can create more brand awareness for yourself and measure it. So the brand experience. So what's the difference between brand awareness and brand experience? They kind of go together. But brand awareness is, getting people outside in. Brand experience is the experience people have using your products and services. So it could be online or it could be in person. So it's the sum of all sensations. It's thoughts, feelings, reactions that individuals have in response to your brand. So going back to Starbucks, I know that I'm getting a really good cup of coffee and I can't wait to get it in my belly. So that's brand awareness. I know what I'm going to get. It's always the same and it's great. But branding experience is not specific to any social media channels, not into newspapers, blogs, or anything. It is the feeling that you get when you use your company, whether it's online or in person. It's a lasting impression that remains after someone encounters or engages with your brand online or in person. So I just had an experience. So Nespresso, I gave that present to myself at Christmas in 2021. It is the best coffee and I love it. And I feel like it's Christmas every morning when I get it. But I ordered my order on February 22nd and I still don't have it. So I used the customer service line and I spoke with someone and I said, I need my coffee. And so they're sending it back to me and they're sending me a couple extra sleeves of free stuff. And I knew they were going to take care of me because they've taken care of me before. So I already knew the brand experience I was going to get with them. Even though it's late, I know that they're going to do their best to get it to me, but that's a 5-star right there. I love Nespresso. So that's what we want to feel with you. We want to know if we come back to you and say, God, this product or service did not work for me. Can I get a refund? Can I suggest something else? You can do a lot, but it's that feeling that you get knowing that you're going to be taken care of. So brand experience is ultimately how a customer feels about your brand before, during, and after their transactions with you. This impression can have lasting effects whether or not they shop with you again and if they would recommend your brand to others. I'm sure you remember the best experience and the worst experience you had as a customer. We all have had them. Nordstrom, when I worked with them, they said for every good experience, people say, tell 2 or 3 people. But if you have a bad experience, you tell more than 10 people. So it's how you make people feel that is part of the brand experience. It does mean a lot. For me and my brand, I just like to have fun working. So it's always a blast when I get to work with people who are funny or, who are totally into their jobs. And then it makes my job more fun, more exciting, and we have a good time. So whatever your brand experience is, it might be different than mine, but you need to take a look at that. So customers will have a positive user experience if they received fast and effective customer service and a frictionless checkout process for an easy to use product. So I chose this one in here because you have to be able to, when I purchase something online, if I purchase from Amazon, I know when I'm getting it. I'm dialed in. They give me, oh, it's just shipped, or it's going to be delivered tonight at 8 o'clock, or whatever it is. I always know what I'm going to get. We have to walk through the ability to use our products and services either online or in person. We just did this. Let me see if that's the next slide. No, it isn't. So we just did this. Julia and I just did this with a client of ours. And we had a discussion last week about getting more people into their store. And so we went on a field trip and we were looking at what you can do within that office. And they had books to read, they had wigs to try on, they had scarves and things that were made for them. So it allowed us to know that if we get people in their store, they'll get more clients, have better experiences, and tell more people about the products and services. So it all comes together. All of it comes together, but the experience is what's most important. So having a positive experiences facilitates deeper connections, and it inspires people to connect with you, read what you have, comment on your posts. Your brand experience can be the deciding factor between whether your brand is chosen or if you lose a sale to a competitor. It's extremely important to create consistent brand experience as a foundation for any interaction with your client. The most valuable brands in the world know to brand consistency helps create lasting customer relationships and increases your brand. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help people, and we want more people to know about our products and services. So creating brand experience takes preparation. You can't just, oh, this day we're going to do this. You have to think. You have to think about your clients. So before anything can be done, brands need to ensure that they have the understanding of their audience wants and needs. Only then can a brand create authentic, meaningful, and memorable experiences that will appeal to their audiences. Walk through a purchase on your website. Go into your store and be a customer. How easy is it to purchase? Do people pay attention to you? Do you have help if you need it? In person is a little bit easier because you have the eye-to-eye contact. Online, you only have that last response. So you need to make sure that if you're able to buy something on your website, that it's smooth as silk. You want to make sure that it's easy to purchase, because that's what we're here for. It is easy to purchase from you. It's easy to use your products and services. So when you do that, when you try to increase that brand experience, you need to engage all parts of their senses. And scratch and sniff markers are a really big one. That even though it really doesn't matter that your scratch and sniff pen smells any particular way, it's just a gimmick, and it works because, boy, when I'm writing, I love the smell of strawberry. So when I'm writing on my whiteboard, if I'm smelling strawberry, I'm happy. Senses really do make a difference. Some brands even opt to do free samples or, allow, instead of just doing advertising, you're saying it with your products. If somebody purchased something, you might be able to give someone something half off, or buy one get one free. However it works, whether it's senses or actually getting something a little extra, that makes a big difference. As I said, participating events is really important. By inserting your brand into an event, your target market will care about you. They'll care more about you because you care more about your community. You can create an event of your own also. Organizations are creating powerful brand experiences all over the place. So when you are using a big brand, see what that brand experience is for you. Mine with Nespresso is a really good one. So you want to make sure that you emulate that as well. You can sponsor an event. You can volunteer for kids, women's, or men's clubs. You can volunteer for a small business group. You can be at the check-in table, or you can do speaking engagements. Whatever your thing is, get more involved into it. Offer your ability to participate, and it does really make a difference. You can do this also. You can participating in the latest TikTok challenge. I'm not a big TikTok person. Latching onto the latest season of a hit TV show. These might be moments in time, but popular culture presents opportunities for companies to use their brand experience and connect with audiences. So all of this is talking about, your brand experience and the audience that you're speaking to. Doing latest TikTok challenge or a TV show requires careful timing and attention to detail, but when done right, it can be pretty powerful. Personalizing your message. Consumer brands like IKEA, I love this. They're using technology, augmented reality, AR apps, to help online users visualize how one of their products will look inside your home. So before you even purchase it, you can use your phone to show the camera where that product, table, desk, whatever it is going to be in your room, to see if it fits before you buy it. That's just like a no-brainer now, right? But we all have to have something that's going to make people take that extra step forward. And that's what IKEA is doing with their stuff. Legos they are amazing. And you don't even have to be a kid to know a lot of stuff that's happening with them. They create immersive hands-on brand experiences in its stores and theme parks. Their Lego kits come with instructions and are both age appropriate and fun to follow. They have movies, books, games. I mean, they have it all. They've really thought it through. They even have a TV show, I think on Netflix. They have a competition. So, you have to jump in and participate. Colorful and interactive imagery and video content helps organizers tell their stories online in a way that appeals to their audiences, senses, and personal narratives. That is what I have for you today. So I know I spoke a lot about the brand awareness and brand experience. And it really is important for you to know that no matter how big or small your company is, you need to think about the clients that you're serving and how you can better serve them. So if there are no questions, I'm going to go on to talking about my next coffee talk. And I'm excited about this. This whole year, I'm talking about branding, different parts of branding, so we can actually hone in and look at the messages that we're giving. We've changed the day again. It used to be the second Friday of the month, but now it's the third Friday. So April 21st is our next event, and how you can create your brand's personality and why it matters. So as you can see, my brand, it's pretty casual, pretty fun, cartoon-like. It's kind of what I guess I'm kind of cartoon-like. But, this is my brand. This is what I do. Yours could be completely different and totally worthy. So if you don't know what your brand personality is and you want to know how to create it, this is what we're going to be talking about next time. So for now, I'll go ahead and say this is how you can connect with me if you want to. I want to thank you for joining us today. I love this stuff and I hope you're enjoying it also. My website is mauismarketingcompany.com. You can get me on any of these: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or my YouTube channel. YouTube channel has all of the coffee talks that I've done thus far. And so I'll just be making more and you can jump in on those anytime. But I want to thank you so much for being here and being with us. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. So thank you so much.